quiet right now. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. You're
Are you delusional?
All right, guys, let's go and check out this compilation video. Here we go.
Realizes there's a modern men that want a traditional woman, but they don't want to be a traditional man. So you want a woman to come home from a job, just like you did, clean, cook, do the laundry, take care of the kids, and handle everything in the household. And you guys are both going to work. Do you see how that don't make sense?
No, it does make sense. And yes, I do want you to do that. And then, because guess what? When a tub or the light break down, you not fixing it.
But that's an everyday job.
Be the hell quiet right now. See, that's the problem.
That's
the problem. You're
Are you delusional?
No,
I don't give a. It's an everyday job for a woman to come home, cook, clean, and take care of the kids, and also go to a job like a man.
First of all,
I do it every day.
Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about the modern day women right there. I'm going to go to work like you. Do you want me to cook, clean? First of all, name one woman in real life, not that you about to make up your head, that comes home and cooks every day. No man is even eating every day. Sometimes we're not even hungry. We ate on the way out. So just even that's asinine to even say that. First of all, if that was the case, so what? Yes, you're going to cook, clean, do this and do that. And guess what? He taking the trash out. He fixing the house. He making sure this. Y'all have different responsibilities and different roles.
Absolutely. And just to add to that, every relationship is different. Okay. Relationship A is different from relationship B. Okay. I find it quite fascinating when women try to compare their relationships with other people. Okay, you just can't do that. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you got to look at how you can be more efficient in the responsibilities that you need to do. Okay, so for example, if a woman is cooking and cleaning and needs to do laundry, are you gonna cook and clean and do laundry every single day? Probably not. Okay, you're gonna probably pick a day out of the week to do your laundry, a day out of the week to clean. Okay, when it comes to cooking, you may cook once every other day. A guy like me, I'm very simple, where I only eat 5 to 7 things year round. Okay, that's how I'm able to be about 10% body fat, 365. And when these modern women hear that they need to cook and clean, they automatically think it's some sort of slave role that they need to, I guess, I don't know, do every single day in order to make a man happy. And it's like, no, you don't need to do that at all. Okay, it's about communication, it's about reciprocity, it's about having an understanding. Okay, and if you're able to communicate with your partner and have some sort of common ground in regards to what works, I think that's a key takeaway here. But let me know what you guys think.
I went on a date with a 50-year-old man. First off, I want to say that I met him at the gas station, and he also had a hat on when I met him. And then when he came and picked me up for a date, he was bald. So I was happy.
That's nasty work right there. Okay, she's talking about how she was catfished. Meanwhile, she's putting on a whole new face. Okay, going into the witness protection program, creating a whole new identity with the makeup. And she's talking about the guy had a hat on and he was bald. Really?
Don't approach me in public unless I come to you.
Wow.
Or unless I give you an eye. Because one thing about me...
That sounds like the mafia. Like, don't approach me unless I approach you.
Do you know what? Let me actually stop. Let me stop. I don't actually mind being approached. I don't mind guys like coming up to me and talking to me. Let me be really real. Yeah. If you are not tall, sexy, with amazing chat, don't waste your time.
Yeah, this is the reason why guys don't even take women serious nowadays. Okay, there's no point even approaching women, especially if you're gonna have this type of rhetoric. Okay, you're talking about don't approach me unless I give you the wink, right? I give you the eye, secret handshake. Like, what are we talking about here? Okay, if you like somebody, approach them. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. My name's so-and-so. It's really that simple. The moment a woman is rejected, okay, just one time, that's all it really takes. She's gonna spiral out of control and crash out on TikTok, okay? Truly, truly fascinating. Meanwhile, the average guy goes through rejection every single day, okay? It's pretty much a part of our identity at this point in time where, we get rejected.
I'm starting to feel like the man is really the prize. I don't know why.
Hey, girl, now.
Yes. I'm starting to feel like men are really the prize because Literally, as a woman, we have to wait on the man for everything. We have to wait on the man. We have to wait on the man. We can date whoever we want, but we can't marry who we want.
One of them says,
stepping into the marriage, you have to wait for the man to ask you to marry him. You have to wait for the man to ask you to be his girlfriend. You have to wait for the man to ask you out on a date. All these kind of things we're waiting on a man to do. Like, literally.
How about you have multiple? So you're not waiting on nobody.
I never did. Because most women, they're dating a lot of guys. Yeah. But they have that one guy that they want who don't want them. They're dating all these other guys on the side because they're trying to distract themselves. But realistically speaking, they want that one guy who was taking forever to claim them.
That's not how it is.
Yes. I've always been dating multiple. To wait for the man.
Your time.
I'm starting to feel like the man is really the prize. I don't know why.
Ew, girl, now.
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like men are really the prize because literally, as a woman, we have to wait on the man for everything. We have to wait on the man. We have to wait on the man. We can date whoever we want, but we can't marry who we want.
one of them says,
Stepping into the marriage, you have to wait for the man to ask you to marry him. You have to wait for the man to ask you to be his girlfriend. You have to wait for the man to ask you out on a date. All these kind of things we're waiting on a man to do. Like, literally.
How about you have multiple? So you're not waiting on nobody.
I never did. Because most women, they're dating a lot of guys. Yeah. But they have that one guy that they want who don't want them. They're dating all these other guys on the side because they're trying to distract themselves. But realistically speaking, they want that one guy who was taking forever to claim them.
That's not how it is.
Yes. I've always felt women were the prize.
You should know that you are the prize.
I've always felt that way. Don't get it twisted. But if you think about it, I'm just trying to be more realistic, be more open-minded in my thinking. That's the reason why I'm saying that. If you're going to ask the man to marry you, by all means do so. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like waiting for a man to like ask us to be like exclusive.
Sounds like she's onto something. Okay, and her single friend that's sitting right next to her is trying to pull her right back in to being single AF, running up your body count, over-sexualizing yourself. Okay, jumping from guy to guy, talking about that she's the prize. Okay, she knows she's not getting the results that she wants. Doesn't seem like she's married. Okay, she's, pretty enough where she has some options where guys are showing her interest, but she's not getting the results that she wants. So clearly she knows something's wrong. But her friend next to her is in such delusion that she's trying to pull her right back in. Okay, she's basically saying, oh, hell no, you're not gonna leave me out here single AF. Okay, if I'm single AF, you're single AF. Okay, that's what she's basically saying here.
So Asian the Brat tweeted, a lot of y'all ninjas are just meant to be a fun ninja. That's it. Meaning I can have a blast with you, but you're not boyfriend material. Like we can't be in a relationship, but we can link, take trips, etc. until I find a man to settle down with. Then another young lady responded, this is me ASF. I definitely have my fun, but none of them ninjas be boyfriend material for me. Just having fun until the right one comes. Now this is just me speaking firsthand. But if you truly believe that the one is just going to show up while you're getting your back blown out by some random that don't deserve no legacy, I'm telling you it's not going to happen. And if he does show up, you're going to ruin it. But it's because of your mindset. It doesn't just switch off like that. I don't care how great and amazing the other person is. And this isn't gender specific, but it is one of the many reasons why we have so many fatherless children, because some of y'all decided to have fun with someone who was never meant to procreate. Anytime you give anybody, bum or not, access to your body, you are giving them that opportunity. And they talking about not being boyfriend material when they don't even have the mindset of a girlfriend, let alone a wife. As long as you're easily accessible, that's exactly the type of person that you're going to receive. You have to be more intentional if you desire a healthy relationship. Emphasis on healthy. Peace.
That's a fact. Some of these modern women just want to smoke hookah, eat crab legs, and get flown out to Miami, okay? Thinking that, I'm going to flip a light switch, and when I find a high value, high productive, high capable man, he is gonna accept me for who I am, and I'm gonna flip a light switch and we're gonna live happily ever after. They're now choosing the path of least resistance, which is finding a dude to trick on them, okay, a scammer, a dope boy, what have you. That's gonna trick on them because they look good, okay? She's gonna over-sexualize herself, wear little to nothing, and a man is going to spend money on me because I deserve it, okay? Truly, truly fascinating, okay? These modern women that do that don't understand that it's going to be a lot difficult to go from being chronically single to actually being in a relationship. Okay, a relationship that requires a lot of work. You can't just get up and leave like you usually do when you're single. Okay, you're actually gonna have to problem solve, okay, sacrifice, and come up with solutions in the relationship in order for that relationship to work. And if she's been chronically single, smoking hookah and eating crab legs, it's gonna be a lot harder for her to transition into a healthy long-term relationship.
I thought my husband was the enemy because I had to change so much. And I also felt like spiritually that when we got married, all this stuff was coming out of me that was ugly. And instead of like, oh, maybe I'm ugly, instead I was like, you're making me ugly. It's you. Like, I was hearing stuff differently. Like, when he would say certain things, it would take me back to my childhood, which is why I had to touch on it a little bit. I was used to like explosive moods, right? Because you had a parent who, both parents are like this actually, but it's either a 10 or like, depression, right? So it was explosive reaction. So when my husband would just say, hey, I don't like that you did something, I would hear, I hate you, like you're the worst person ever. I would just hear this explosiveness. And I was just like, I could not hear things new, like at this level. I didn't heal. I didn't heal. And so I thought he was my enemy. And now I'm yelling at him. I'm deeply insecure. I'm also have an ego. So I'm like, you know what? I think that I should be in a marriage where someone just accepts me for all that I am. I don't have to change, and I feel good about myself, and you love me 24/7. You're just giving me nothing but love and happiness. And I'm not feeling that way.
All right. So shout outs to her for having accountability here. From the 2 or 3 clips that I've seen from her, it seems like she has a good head on her shoulders. Feel free to chime in if you've seen other clips from her. But yeah, she's absolutely right. Okay. When you get married, the job's not done. Okay. A lot of these modern women think that, okay, I have a ring, I won. Okay. My job's done. And it's like, no. Your job is just beginning. It's constant work. Okay. It's constant problem solving, communicating, trying to find solutions, compromise. Okay. Especially the first 2 years of a marriage is extremely crucial because everything's brand new. You're probably moving in together for the first time. You're sharing things more, okay, money and things of that nature. So it's a whole learning process in order to kind of overcome that, okay, because you're pretty much mushing 2 worlds together, which could be extremely difficult. Okay, so I like the fact that she has some accountability here. She's understanding that the job's not done. Okay, there's things that I need to work on in regards to past trauma that has affected me in my relationship. Okay, and she's understanding that her husband is not necessarily attacking her, but he's trying to help her. Okay, he's trying to pull out the best out of her so that it's the best for the relationship. Okay, see how that works? And I find it quite fascinating when modern women think a man is attacking them just because he points out something that you could possibly work on. Okay, I find that quite fascinating. Okay, some of these modern women just want you to shut up, not say anything, and have the relationship derail, 2 to 3 years from now, right? Just let things pile up. Don't talk about things. Don't address things. Go to bed upset, so on and so forth. That type of woman that doesn't want to talk about things, wants to go to bed upset, wants to sweep things under the rug, that's the chick that you got to worry about. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go ahead and provide me some feedback. And until next time.